One of the overlooked maintenance items is oiling your cables. This is particularly important if you've got a new bike because rarely are the cables oiled from new. And if your bike sits out in the weather for any period of time, it doesn't take that long for corrosion to take its effect. To make the job easy, you'll need one of these little tools. You can pick them up from the local bike shop for a few dollars. It clamps onto your cable, and then there's a little spot for the nozzle for your lubricant to be sprayed in. Start by loosening off your cable adjuster so that you can get the cable out. You need to align the slots so you can get the cable to slide out of those slots. Remove the nut using a 10mm spanner in this case, and then you'll have to actually unscrew the bolt because it goes into a thread as well. The nut is just there for locking. With that out, you can remove the cable, and you can see how the cable comes out between those slots in the adjusters. Install the cable oiling tool onto the cable. You can actually pull the cable out a bit further now and then tighten up the tool over the cable. Now you can spray your favourite lubricant into the cable oiling machine. You need to be using a WD-40 type product for this, not spray grease or spray oil. Whack a bit of grease on the lever bolt before you put that back in. And while you're at it, put a bit on the nipple on the end of the cable as well. Here's a trap for young players. While I was playing around with the cable, it actually came off the bottom end, so I needed to clip that back on before I adjusted the cable back up at the top. I like to adjust it so there's a few millimeters of free play. Don't forget that you need to do the throttle side as well. This is a bit more of a rigmarole to get the throttle cables out, but it's a bit self-evident when you start. Nothing nicer than having lovely slippery cables, and a good excuse for a bit more bonding time with the bike.